So what I'm looking at here, or what we'll be running through here, is this move through the recent lows. So this is 71s in the Bund, and this is on a 5-minute chart, so very short term. This is the move down from the morning. Morning move higher, cash open, and you get this initiative move in the cash. So you get this sell straight from the cash open. That's looking strong. That's saying to you, yeah, we could be continuing lower here. Makes a low down at 71. So we're now looking for some opportunity to get short for a break of 71 and continue down towards those 66s that I mentioned before. Potentially to break those 66s as well, which would then result in a move right the way down to 34 and that continuation type trade. So in terms of an opportunity, you have got this higher low up here. This is 74s. And so a sell through there gives you an in before 71s. So you can then be comfortable once through 71s and try and hold this for a move lower. What we end up with, and this is your move down, you get the move through 71s. So that's just here. This is on a 1-minute chart. You get a quick drop lower, but then down here, what you see is a lot of absorption. You don't see the market continuing to sell, and that selling then just disappears, the buying comes in and the market reverses. And this happened here. This happened here as well. All of these moves, even on the move earlier down towards 71 again, very quick bounce away. And so this is now something to expect, that as we get to the low, if you start seeing that absorption, that will then take the market back higher. And by noticing that, you can, at least if you have sold 74s looking for a move lower, if it doesn't push through 66s, you can be willing to get out of that trade a little bit quicker. So let me just bring it up for you. Here we go, and we'll get it playing. I'll increase the speed a little bit on this, just because Bund's, these types of price action are a little bit easier to see when sped up. And then it's something that you can understand, and then you can take away and try and apply in a slightly slower format. So this is the move down towards 71s. Seeing some decent selling into 71 as well, so we're happy to be short there. Just missed that short, in fact. And then the selling comes in pretty heavy, down towards 66s. So this is the point that if you've got short 73, 71 area, you're now thinking, yes, this is the point to continue. We've done a fair bit of volume at the low, so you're thinking that's unlikely to remain the low. Happy if you've got a short on. You've also got a low volume node higher up, so that's offering you a bit of resistance, keeping you in the trade. So this is all looking quite good. Yes, you've got a little bit of a bounce, and this is a little profit take from 66s. Now, what happens when we get back down here, we're looking for the continuation now. We're back to the low. So what you want to see is you want to see more selling. Get a little bit more there, and another 350 into the low. That all looks pretty good. Then what you get is this quite, not quick, but the market doesn't continue the move. We've now sold 1,000 into the low, and all of a sudden, all the selling's disappeared. No one's willing to sell anymore. And so what you need to see, you want to see selling down in towards the 67, 66 area. We're not really getting that. So what effectively has happened is 67s have been absorbed, 66 has been absorbed, it's sold into 65, that gets absorbed as well. And then as it comes back up, there's no one willing to sell. You see, absolutely nothing trades down into 68s. Trade back up, 69s, 70s, and it's starting to take these prices out without any kind of reaction to the downside. You're getting 8 lots. We do get 300 sold into 70, and that's likely people trying to get a short on this little bounce, looking for these lows to go. But once again, you see, and that selling, they sold 350, held it offered, straight away takes it back big. No one now sells. 300 gets into 71 as well. small sell. But note where the activity's going. There you go, very quick through 71. Now it starts to bid up, and this is where everyone who was short looking for the continuation is now starting to think, I'm in trouble. I need to start getting out of my trade here. And that's all a symptom of this trade down towards 66, 67. Everything that got sold into 66, 67, 65, the bid just stayed there, or it came back very quickly. And then once it goes bid 67, 66, or 66, 67, no one sells into it. And then as we start pushing higher, then that buying comes in, where everyone who's already short starts thinking, right, I really do need to cover. I want to get out of this. And we then, over the course of the next few minutes, we drop back to 69s, but it certainly doesn't go with that ferocity. Excuse me. And that's the kind of thing that we've been seeing a lot in the Bund. That as soon as it shows a bit of energy to the downside, that gets absorbed very, very quickly. As soon as it then turns bid at the lows, it's then starting to tick back up quite quick, pushing people out of trades as you get this scramble higher. Particularly as we saw it through 70 and 71 there. As soon as you traded 71, nothing sold back into 70. Then that scramble came and straight the way up towards 74s. If you're in from 74 and you were looking for the continuation, you may well have been safe on this trade. But if anyone getting in actually playing the break through the low, they're the people who are getting in trouble, and they're the people who are getting squeezed back up as that absorption just stops the selling and then lets the market drift back higher.